Hi everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. Thanks very much for joining me again for another video. Today is a Friday Sews video, so as always a huge thank you to Jen from Today and Jen Sewingham for coming up with this wonderful hashtag. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel if you are a regular viewer or subscriber, and if you're new to my channel then you're very welcome. As always, I'd like to say a huge thank you to anybody who's watched any of my previous videos, anybody who's left a like, anybody who's left a comment. I really do appreciate it. I had a Friday Sews video out last week and I also had a little tiny tutorial on how to make this little bow. So I'll link both of those below, but thank you so much to everybody who's watched them already. I really do appreciate it. So how was my week? My week was pretty good. So when I left you last week, I was going to head out with some friends. So I did that last Friday. I wore my new tulle skirt with my satin skirt and I absolutely loved it. I'll pop in a picture of it here again. But I loved wearing that last weekend and I'm now kind of looking for an excuse to wear it again. I'm not quite sure I'll get away with a big tulle skirt. Could wear it to the supermarket, I suppose, look a little bit extra, but I loved wearing it. I really loved it with the little bow at the back and I was really comfortable in it. So yeah, it worked out really well and I was just delighted with the end result. So we had a quiet enough weekend after that, and then last Monday was my patchwork course. So I'm going to talk for 5 minutes about patchwork. If you don't want it, skip ahead, I'll timestamp below. But if you are interested, I finished off my little applique, little boy, so I gave him a little ribbon on his hat, which I think is very cute, and I finished off all the little blanket stitch around the edge. I did that in glitter embroidery thread, which was possibly one of the worst mistakes ever, but it looks really cute. So following on from that, we did half square triangles. So I put together this little block. You can't really see it in the busy fabric, but I think it looks kind of cute. And then I really like the effect of this one. So again, this is half square triangles in a little kind of windmill-y shape. And then this one, I really like this effect. I think this is called Jacob's Ladder. The quilters among you will tell me, but I think that came out really nicely. And then this one is another kind of windmill thing. You can see at this stage I was kind of running out of fabric, so I kind of had to cobble pieces together. And then this is the last one that I got done, which is really cobbling everything together. So I was using up the last scraps of my fabric that I bought for this class. So this is a combination of half square triangles, and then in here is a little 9 square, and it's got 4 squares and everything. So yeah, just love it. So yes, that's my little patchworking update. So we have that apparently is the last week of techniques, and now for the next 4 weeks we're going to be learning, I think, how to put everything together, which is very exciting. So I'll keep you posted, and I've put together a little mock-up of the 12 blocks that I've got done look together, so I'll pop that in below. It's not kind of their final resting place, but I wanted to get an idea of what the whole thing is going to look like together, and I'm really excited about finishing it. So 4 weeks left, but I'm not actually finished the class until the start of April because of all our bank holidays and whatnot. So patchwork and quilting update over. I don't have a crochet update for you this week. I'm still going on with my daisies. So what have I been sewing? So I will show you what I've been sewing, and this is my latest make. This is the Leah top from Laura PR, which is her latest release. It only came out, I think, about last week. The fabric is a ribbonet from Driessenstoffen in my favourite colour green. And so yeah, what do we think? I've got it on today with Jazz and Wow earrings. I think they match really well. So this is the lovely Becky, so I'll link her shop below. She's What Beck Sews over on YouTube and Instagram as well. So this is the Leah top. So what do we think? So I'm not going to lie, it wasn't the easiest top to make. The instructions are okay. You kind of have to know what you want to achieve in the end to kind of see where you're going with the instructions, if you know what I mean. So it wasn't the easiest to follow. I am going to make one again because now I know how to make it. I would love to make it in a less drapier fabric because I did myself no favours with this very drapey fabric, although I love the result. And the neck even kind of stands up as well, even though it's quite drapey. So it's got this beautiful ruched neckline here. I added an inch to the sleeves and I added an inch to the bodice based on my previous Laura PR top, which came up a little bit short. I did the same sizing as the last time, so a 6 straight into an 8, but I think in this drapey fabric it worked out perfectly. So yeah, the instructions were a little bit tricky, but I do love the end result. I really do. Yeah, and I just adore this fabric. So I've been wearing this top quite a bit. When it gets a bit colder then I can pop over a little Marlowe cardigan and I really like it. So yeah, I would like to make another one of these. I think they're perfect for this time of the year. I do have a thermal vest under it, obviously, but I think in a kind of cotton jersey or a more stable fabric, I think would look really nice. So yeah, so yes, I do love the Laura PR patterns. I think she's got some beautiful patterns, but the instructions are, yeah, a little bit tricky. But anyway, I do love the finished result. So that's the top that I got made for myself. I made my little boy his hoodie. So I spoke last week about that I had a zip and it was going to be a little bit short and I wasn't quite sure what to do. So the very, very lovely Orla, thank you so much, here in Dublin. She sent a picture to me and she was in a shop and she said, which zip would you like? So I said, yes, I'd like that one. She then sent me 3 zips and some chocolate. So thank you so much. That was so kind of you. So I managed to get the hoodie made up and my little boy absolutely loves it. So I showed it to him one morning going to school and he said, can I wear it straight away? Which is always a good sign. So I'm just picking off a few bits of fluff and thread from it. So here it is. So this is the Waves and Wild I Can Zip hoodie and it's such a lovely pattern. The instructions on Waves and Wild patterns are just brilliant. I hadn't made a Waves and Wild pattern for a long time and I'd forgotten just how good they are. Would you look at this? So the fabric is sweat fabric from Dries and Staff, and you might recognise it from my Max Tee in my video last week, and it was just a dream to work with. For the contrast, this was just literally a piece of ponte I had left over. I think I made I think this was a Zadie dress, a Tilly and the Button Zadie dress, about 6 years ago. So I had a bit left over, so that's the cuffs and the hemband. Then this is the lovely zip from Orla, thank you so much. And then the lovely thing about this is, oh well, aside from the fabulous pockets which are kind of hidden into the little side seam here, you can do it as a straight front as well. They give you a passion piece for that, but I think this hidden pocket here I think is brilliant. So the best bit about this is that the inside is bound. So this is just cotton that I got from the fabric counter, I think maybe last year, and I made my little boy a pencil case out of it. He loves it. So the neckline is all bound and then the inside of the zip is all bound as well. So it gives a lovely, lovely finish. So yeah, absolute delight with this, and he loves wearing it. So yeah, win, and I'll be definitely making more of these for him in future. I made him an age 6 and he turned 5 in October, and the sizing is spot on, really is spot on, and he loves it, which is always the most important thing. So they were my 2 little makes that I got done this week. I printed out my Mary dress for Frocktail, so the date has been announced. It's now going to be the 11th of May and tickets go on sale today, Friday, so be sure to check it. I'll link below. Check out Galway Frocktails on Instagram, so that's going to be in Galway in May. Super excited. So I bought the Mary dress pattern, which I spoke about last week. It's from Pattern Society. I had a bit of hassle buying it. For some reason when I bought it, they never emailed me the pattern, but I messaged them and they got back to me straight away and emailed me the file straight away. They were so good about it. So really, really good. So really impressed by their customer service. I've got the pattern printed out. I just need to stick it together. And the instructions look pretty good as well. And I have now bought my fabric from the fabric counter, and I think that's going to be delivered very soon, so I can show you that next week. But we have a bit of time. Don't worry. I'll be talking about this for the next 2 months, so don't you worry. What else did I get done? Yes, so this project has been literally sitting in my sewing room for easily 6 months. So last summer I wanted to make my little boys swimming towels, you know, with the hoods for after they come out of the swimming pool or after they come out of the sea. And I did make older French seams a towel and it just never worked. The front was just way too low. It's a style arc pattern. I think it's called the Coral. I think I'll link it below. And then I bound it, but the binding was just terrible. So I unpicked it about twice and it was just annoying me, so I just put it in the naughty corner and just forgot about it. So then I was like, I have to get this finished. So I bought some lovely new binding, this beautiful polka dot binding, and I finally finished it. So here's his towel, which I'm so pleased with. So I raised the neck here, so I just added a little panel here. It's still quite low, so it serves a purpose. It's absolutely fine, but I won't be making this pattern again. It's just way too low. I think you'd need to raise the neckline up a good another kind of 4 inches. It's just way too low on him, but he enjoys wearing it and it does the job. So it's just got a hood and it's a kind of a poncho style here, so, and it's just bound all the way around the edges, so it's useful for when he gets out of the bath and is a bit wriggly. So yes, delighted to finally get this knocked off the WIP pile. The other thing I got finished this week was my Easter table runners as presents for my family. So I've now made 4 of these in the most fabulous bunny print, and I've bound all the edges. So yes, I have 4 of these and I'll be sending them off to my family, maybe a few little chocolates, a few little treats, because Easter now is very early this year and it is at the end of March. I think these would look really cute on our Easter table. So that was all the sewing I got done this week. So not a bad little haul this week, I think, between quilting and kind of crafty things and getting 2 little makes done. So yes, a very successful week. So what are my plans for the coming week? So I would like to make another pogo nip because I've been wearing mine all the time. The pogo nip party was yesterday, so the 29th, so leap day. So I loved seeing everybody's versions, absolutely brilliant, and the people's take on them and everything, just fabulous. So I didn't get a chance to make another one for that party. I do love my pogo nip. I did a collaboration with the wonderful Sarah from So Sarah Style. I'll link both our reveal videos below. I've just been wearing my pogo nip so much because it's still very, very cold in Dublin. So I was in Lidl last week and I came across this, and it is a throw, and it was in their Valentine section, and it's just a fleecy throw and it's white with black hearts, and I think it was down to €4, and it is 150 by 200 centimeters, so it's pretty good. And I'm going to make another pogo nip out of this. So I made my 12 version out of a throw from Penny's Primark. So I now have excuse me, I now have this version, which I'd love to get made up, and yeah, I just love that pattern so much, and I don't think it won't take me too long. I think I will do the welt pockets, but with my lessons learned from the last time, I think I know what I'm at this time. Famous last words. So yes, this is going to be a pogo nip. And then the other thing I'd like to get started on is a lotta dress. So Stitch Festival is coming towards the end of March, and I have one dress to wear to that, which is my fringe dress, which I absolutely love. I'll pop in a picture here, which I made in the most amazing Nerida Hansen fabric that I got from the Crafty Studio. But I got this fabric recently from Driessenstoffen, and it is yellow zebras, which is lovely and kind of spring-like. So it's basically, yeah, it's just covered in zebras, but I think it's super, super cute. And I am going to make a Tilly and the Buttons lotta dress out of this as just a very, very simple throw-on dress. I've made the lotta once before in a jersey and I love it, and I've made the lotta skirt an awful lot to put onto different makes. So I put the lotta skirt onto a Helen Closet Gilbert shirt to make a kind of make a shirt dress, and I've put that skirt onto the Wilder gown top as well to make a little dress with the sleeveless hack from Alice, the Polka Dot Palace. So I love, love, love that pattern, but I've never made the top in a woven. So I think the top does come with a facing for a woven as opposed to a neckband with the jersey. So I'll see how I go, whether I do a facing, whether I do a binding. But I think this would look very, very cute in a very statementy zebra dress. So that is going to be my plan for this week. So 2 little makes. I won't put myself under too much pressure. So we've got a quiet weekend ahead of us. I've got my patchwork class on Monday, so I'm interested to see how we put all these together. And then the only other thing that I'm doing is I'm going out for dinner next Thursday with some very lovely friends, and I was kind of having a think about what I'd like to wear, and I think I've rounded on my sienna dress, which I actually haven't worn in a long time, but I love. So this is the sienna dress from Atelier Jupe, with lovely long sleeves and lovely kind of wintry style dress. I'll pop in a picture of me wearing it here. So I love this dress, and I think this would look very pretty to head out with some buddies on Thursday. So that was my week, and that is going to be my coming week. Thank you very, very much as always for coming to listen to me talk about my sewing journey. If you like this video, I would very much love it if you gave it a thumbs up, and I would also love it, love it, love it if you would consider subscribing, because a lot of you are watching now and you are not subscribers, which is fine, but it just means that when I do put out a video, you'll get notified if you click the little bell icon as well. So I'd love it to have you along on my sewing journey. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all getting some time for some lovely, lovely sewing. I would love it if you would let me know what you're working on in the comments box below, or if you have any comments on pogo nip or on the lotta dress or anything I've got made up in the previous week. I would love to hear from you. So thank you so much as always for joining me. I hope you have a lovely, lovely weekend, and I will catch you again very, very soon with another video. Take care, everyone. Bye.